You can see this, right?
Yes, sir.
See, in our last class, I have explained how to solve these problems, and not how to solve, but how we can represent this problem graphically as well as algebraically. So, today we are going to learn how we can solve it using graphical method. How we can solve this equation. Clear? Yesterday we have learned how we can represent it algebraically and graphically, but now today we are going to learn how to solve it graphically. So let us see. See, uh, you have already in this figure seen. Okay, let us come. So in so many examples, you have seen in some cases the lines may be they may intersect. Some cases, or sometimes they may be parallel. With the examples or the exercises I have given, you maybe came across all this, and sometimes these lines may coincide. And today we are going to check if we can solve with them, and if so, how we can solve them. So, in the first case, see, first example means this one. Here, you can consider these equations. Here, yesterday also when I showed the graph, you have already, some of you have already told me that, sir, actually these two equations are same, because whenever we take 2 common from the second equation, it is equal to the first equation. Like that you have already told me, and we have seen that both these lines are coinciding. In other words, one line, say for example this line, the equation having the line having equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 9 is coinciding with the line having the equation 4x plus 6y is equal to 18. That is what we have seen in our previous class. Today we are going to solve it, which means what will be the value of x and y if we solve these two equations. Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, very good. So in this equation, we want to find the cost of each pencil and that of each eraser. So we have seen, see, these two equations, we are saying that these two equations have infinitely many solutions. That's an important point. They have infinitely many solutions. We are saying like this. Why we are saying it have infinitely many solutions? Because actually, I'll show you. See, actually, there are two lines. Okay, like this. See, there is a line. Another
Sir,
line is
I am
also
in the hello. Sir,
yes.
I am in the waiting room. Please give him permission to join.
Who?
IS IS Kumar is in the waiting room. He is messaging in our group.
No, no. He is. Ah, yes. Now only. Okay, that's fine. I'm just moving. See, I was telling that actually there is two equations, and corresponding to these two equations, there are two lines also. Am I clear? This much you are clear with it. And
Yes, sir.
next, what happened? Actually, these two lines are coinciding. You know what does it mean by the word coinciding? Coinciding means one line is overlapping with the other so that we can finally we can see only one line because the other line is exactly placed on one upon the another. Clear? Actually, that is what happened here. See, here that's what happened. In this case, 2x plus 3y is equal to 9. This line is overlapping with the line having this equation. And we want to check how many solutions are there. That's what we want to learn. Clear? So you can clearly see actually what is the solution of such kind of graphs. Actually, the solution is the intersecting points are the solutions of these two equations. This means, I will show you. See, if there is one line like this, a line is like this, and another line is also there with a different color, and they are intersecting like it. Suppose, then we can say that this intersecting point, it is this point. It is the solution of, it is the solution, I mean this point. Clear? This point is the solution of these two equations. These two means we know that corresponding to each and every equation, we have a line. So the intersecting point of these two equations contributes to the solution. So it is clear that these two lines are intersecting only at one point. It is evident. So what happens if these two lines are intersecting at all points like this? See, the previous line was red and I am joining and I am drawing another line like this. You can see this, right? The another line was also overlapping with the red line. That is the first equation. Actually, this is the case that we came across here. So we can say that these two equations have infinitely many solutions. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
So that's why we are saying these two equations have infinitely many solutions. So in this manner, whenever you are given two equations to solve, you can draw a graph, and from that graph, you can easily find whether these equations have one solution or infinitely many solution or no solution at all. Let us check which are these cases. Okay, so the first example was it. In this first example, these two equations have infinitely many solutions. Clear? And one more point. So we have just found out these two equations have infinitely many solutions. And can you just tell me which are the solutions? Which are the solutions? I mean, solution means what is the value of x and y. What are the values of x and y? Can anyone just tell me one value of x and y? Anybody? I have told you there are so many solutions. Infinitely many. At least one value.
3 and
Anybody?
1.
3 and
3
1.
and 1.
Very good.
0 and 2, 3.
Sir,
0 and 2.
many solutions are there.
Infinitely.
0 and
Infinitely
someone,
solutions are
very
there.
good, Chaman. Someone said 0 and 3 or 2. 0 and 3 or 2. One of you have told me like that. 0 and 2 is not a solution. 0 and 3 is a solution.
Yes, sir.
So let us see. Which means the value of x is 3. Okay? The value of x is 3 and the value of y is 1.
1.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and another line also we are, and let me tell
Sir,
you.
please speak loudly.
I just don't disturb our class, please.
I was yeah, Danish. If you want
I'm
to
not
hear,
disturbing. Sir, please speak loudly.
you can use headset
No
or
need, sir.
you can put it in a speaker mode like that. I think no one else
Yes,
is
sir. We
facing
can.
any issue.
Yes, sir. We can hear you properly.
Yes. So I'm going to zoom it again and I will show you one more point. Okay. See, see, I am taking the point 3.75. Suppose I want to take the value of x should be, this can be a question in your exam also, okay? So sometimes you may be asked corresponding to the x value of 3.75, what is the value of y? You can easily find it just by drawing the graph. See, I am going to mark the point almost 3.75. This is 3.5, 3.6, 3.7. What should you do? You should draw a line like this. So this is 3 point,
0.5, sir.
yes, 3.75.
0.5.
Very good. And corresponding to that 3.75, you can take it to the left. Okay, like this. I'm going to take it to the left. And we can see that the point is 3 point corresponding to 3.75. We have what? We have
0.5.
yes.
0.5.
We have corresponding to that 0.5 is there. Clear. And that is what an example is given is also. So whenever the value of pencil is rupees 3, the value of or the price of eraser can be rupees 1. Similarly, each pencil can cost, in this case, 3.75 and the eraser can cost 0.5 or 0.5. Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So,
sir.
very good. So we can check in this manner whether a given solution is a solution to the equation. Whenever you are given to solve a solution like this, you have to make a table like that. Then we have to draw a graph. And if these lines are intersecting, then we will learn it a little bit later. We will learn all that. And if these lines are intersecting, then we can conclude that it has infinitely many solutions. If they are overlapping, then
Sir,
we can say
intersecting line have only that one solution then.
I mean intersecting. I meant that intersecting at all points, then we can say that they have infinitely many solutions
Yes,
like
sir.
that. So in the next example, what happens? Let us see. In the next example, do you remember which was it? This was the example. See, this was the equation. Corresponding to these two equations, we have created a table and we have drawn a graph. You can see clearly that these two lines are not at all intersecting, which means does these two equations have a solution? What do you think?
It
No,
not
it
have
does
a
not have any
solution.
solution.
Yes.
Very good.
Because sir, it doesn't meet in any of the points.
Very good. It does not
Yes,
meet
sir.
at any point. As a result, these two equations, remember, these two equations do not have a solution. How can you check? In this question, it was asked, you are asked only whether these represent these equations geometrically, that's all. But in this, from this section onwards, you will be asked find the solution of these two equations. So first of all, you should draw in your graph the graph of these two equations and check whether they are intersecting. And if they are intersecting, we can clearly say they have a solution. If it is not at all intersecting like this, then we can say that they have no solution. We will see. See, this was the case. And it is represented by geometrically two parallel lines. Since they do not intersect at all, these rails do not cross. This means that the equations have no common solution.
Solution, yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so in general, we have just seen an example of each case. In one case, say, what were the cases? I will once again show you what were the cases. See, these were the cases. First case, a line is there and another line. This was easy. That's why I haven't given you an example. Okay. First case was this. Two lines are intersecting, and the next case was a line is there and another line is overlapping. I am just making a small slight difference so that you can understand. And the third case is that one line is there and another line is
Parallel together.
parallel to the first line.
Parallel.
These were the three cases. Okay. And we are generalizing all these three cases. Okay. Now see, a pair of linear equations which has no solution is called an inconsistent pair of linear equations. Clear? It is important. Okay, you should. I mean, this definition is not being asked in the exam. What do you mean by inconsistent pair of linear equations? Such kind of definitions won't be asked, but instead you will be asked in the question what is the peculiarity of these two linear equations. In such cases, you can give this point. Clear? Whatever be the case, you should learn it. I don't want you to by heart it, but you should understand it. What does it mean? It means that a pair of linear equation which has no solution is called an inconsistent pair of linear equation. I repeat, inconsistent, which means these two pair of linear equations are not stable. You know what the word consistent means? It means a kind of stable. But these two linear equations has no solution at all.
Unstable.
Because they are not stable, we are saying it as inconsistent pair of linear equations. And the other,
Unstable.
yes, and the next case is a pair of linear equations in two variables which has a solution is called a consistent pair of linear equations. Okay. And the third case is that a pair of linear equations which are equivalent. Equivalent means the example one I have shown you. Those two lines are overlapping each other. A pair of linear equations which are equivalent have infinitely many distinct common solutions. Such a pair is called a dependent pair of linear equations in two variables. A dependent pair of linear equations is always consistent. Let me tell you, when can we say a pair of linear equations is consistent or not? We can say a pair of linear equations is consistent if it has a solution, if it has at least one solution. Okay. And if it has infinitely many solutions, then we can say that it is dependent pair of linear equations. Clear? And if it has no solution at all, then we can say that it is inconsistent. Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And corresponding to these three cases, which mean what are the cases? Inconsistent pair of linear equation, consistent pair of linear equation, dependent pair of linear equation. Okay, these three cases, corresponding to these three cases, there arise three cases. I will show you, which is this one. The first case, uh, the first case that we have seen, the lines may be parallel. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Like this. I have shown you earlier. Again, I am showing you again. See, one line is this, and the other line is this one. These two lines are not intersecting. In other words, they are parallel. In such case, the equations have no solution. So we are saying they are inconsistent. Okay? Clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Clear.
Clear.
The next case is the lines may intersect in a single point. I'm going to show it. See, a line is there, and we are taking another line. These two lines are intersecting, and they are intersecting at which point? This point. They are intersecting at this point, and we are coming to our next case. The lines may be coincident. In this case, the equations have infinitely many solutions. Clear? Infinitely many means they are overlapping each other like this. One line is here, a blue line, and we are taking a red line also. It is overlapping with the blue line. And then we can say that these pair of linear equations have infinitely many solutions. Clear?
Yes,
So,
sir.
Yes.
so these are the three cases. Now we are going to understand what does all this mean. We are going in deeper. So all of you listen carefully because we are going a little bit deeper. What does it actually mean? Is there any relation between the equations of the line? If they are independent, if they are dependent, if they are not at all dependent, we are going to check. Okay, so it is being checked by a it is given in this table. If we were in a real class, I should have made all of you to draw this and in the board like that. Some interesting activities could be given. Okay, see a serial number, and let us see the columns. A pair of lines. First of all, we are calculating the ratios a1 by a2. We know that what is the general form of the equation of a pair of linear equation. Yesterday we have seen that. Can anybody tell?
So may I say
Okay, you can.
a1x plus b1x plus c1 equals to 0 and a2x plus b2x plus c2 equals to 0.
Okay, that's almost correct, but there is a little problem. I'll I'll show you. It was a1x plus b1y. Okay, you must have told it mistakenly. Okay, a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and a1 sorry a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Okay, but of course it was a good attempt.
I said x in place of y also.
Yes, that was the problem. But it can happen, no problem at all. And so we are taking the ratios a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2. We are comparing the ratios and what does the graphical representation and algebraic interpretation. Actually, this is the important thing you can learn. Okay, because all these equations we have learned in the previous section is described in this table. Each and every point related to that equation is described here. See, the pair of lines. Consider this pair of line. So we can say that what is a1? a1 is 1 because it is the coefficient of x. It is 1. So 1 divided by what is a2? a2 is 3. 1 by 3. Similarly, we are saying b1 by b2, that is minus 2 by 4, and next case is 0 by minus 20, and we are comparing the ratios. We can see that a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. It is clear, it is evident. And what does it mean? The graphical representation means that they are intersecting line. You know what's an intersecting line? Clear? I don't want to, maybe I will show you once again, which means these two lines are intersecting like this. The first case, these two lines are intersecting like this, and obviously they have only one solution, exactly one solution, like this. This is the point. Okay, only one solution. And then now we are going to our second case. Then in our second case, we are considering a1 by a2, b1 by b2. In all these cases, these all the three ratios are equal. See, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. They are coincident lines, which means they have infinitely many solutions. Clear? You should learn
sir.
this table. You should understand from this table, because each and every case is shown here clearly. Right? In our third case, we are considering the ratios. Here, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, but it is not equal to c1 by c2, which means they are parallel. And let me tell you, you don't want to by heart it. Okay, these are just for your information only. You can understand it. Don't never by heart it. Okay, just understand what does all this solving of this equation mean, and how does it be, how it will be if we represent it graphically, all such kind of, we are understanding each and everything word by word. That's what we are doing here. And this is what this is, you can understand all this. If the two lines are intersecting, then we can say that a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Similarly, if they are coincident, then we can say a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. All the ratios are equal. Similarly, in the third case, if these two lines are parallel, then we can say that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. That is, the ratio between the coefficient of the variables are equal, but the ratio of the constants are not equal to them. Clear? You don't get worried about these ratios like it. Okay, just try to understand it. You can solve as many, we can solve as many problems with it, then it will be clear to you. Okay. Are you all there?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
This
sir.
much, this much part
Yes,
is
sir.
clear to you?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
clear.
sir.
Is there any doubt?
Yes.
We are going to solve one problem. Is there any doubt? You can ask me
Okay, sir.
now.
Let's move to our problem.
Okay, this is the problem session. Check graphically
Morning,
whether
sir.
the pair of equations is consistent. You will be asked this kind of question. You won't be asked what is the meaning of inconsistent equation, like not like that. It will be like this. Pair of linear equations is consistent or not. If it is consistent, solve them graphically. Remember each and every word given to you, solve them graphically. So we can make use of the graph. So let us draw the graphs of these equations. We are calling the equation, the first equation as x plus 3y is equal to 6, and we are making a table. You all know how to make the table, right? First x, and instead of y, we are writing y in terms of x. And we are putting the value of x to be 0. When x becomes 0, the value of y becomes, it will be 3y is equal to 6 and y is equal to 2. Clear? That's how we got it. Okay. And in our next case, when y is equal to 0, here we are putting it as y is equal to 0. Then obviously we can say x is equal to 6. That's how we have found out the table of the first equation like this. Similarly, we are finding out the points. We know that, let me tell you why we are doing, or why we are preparing this table. It's because we need 2 points to draw a line. Can we just draw a line by knowing only 1 point? No, we need 2 points to draw the line. That's why we are doing this. So we have got 2 points. So we have drawn these 2 lines in a graph, and it will be like this. You should be drawing all this in your notebook. Okay, then only you will learn. I'm just teaching you now, but only when you try to draw, then only you will learn. Okay. So that's why I'm telling all this. See, when we draw this, we can see that these 2 lines are intersecting at the point 6, 0. So we can clearly say the solution of these 2 equations is 6, 0. That is the value of x equal to 6 and the value of y is equal to 0. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we can conclude that
Yes, sir.
this is inconsistent and the solution is x equal to 6 and y is equal to 0. Another example is also given to you. You can, it is easy, quite easy. I am running out of time. That's why I'm just skipping a little bit faster. You can just read it. You will understand. And
Okay, sir.
some exercises are also given. Exercises 1, 2, 3. Or you don't see and get upset with the length. They are quite easier. See the first question. Here we are going to compare these ratios and find out whether these lines are intersect at a point and are they parallel or coincident. You only need to find A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2 of all these cases. That's all. Easy questions are given. Okay. And in the third question also, you are asked like this. It is easy. So I think we are having classes from the next week only. So you can try to solve as many questions. That is 4, 5, 6 can also be tried to do. Okay. So we are running short of time. And you can contact me if there is any doubts also. Okay. So thank you.
Okay, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Fine.
sir.
You can do. I'm ending the meeting. Okay.
Okay,
Are you
sir.
all satisfied with today's class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you have any suggestion, you can tell.